Colin, hi. It's Ron calling with the corporate liaison team at How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Reason for the call is I saw you'd reached out to my team via social media with a complaint. What happened?
Well, the package didn't arrive on time. That's what happened.
Okay, so just explain the whole story to me. What was in the package and what happened?
The package was really simple. It was a fabric backdrop for a trade show booth.
Yeah.
The client was leaving on Sunday. We'd sent the files off. They had arrived in Fort Worth on the 2nd. Then sent it back to Indianapolis to go through clearance, whatever that means. I guess that's a customs term. I got on the phone with your clearance officer. They got it released after a day or so. And then it had the opportunity to get on a truck because it was released before noon. I'd been speaking to constantly. They didn't put it on a truck. The next day, Saturday, it didn't go on a truck. It I guess, ended up being delivered on Monday. Luckily, the client had another individual going to the trade shows, so they flew out with that product Monday morning. So, but if I hadn't gone on the phone with him, it could have ended up being delivered late that Monday afternoon and then not been workable. So it turned out in the end, but no thanks to, I mean, this is something that it could have been rerouted from Indianapolis to Kentucky.
So yeah, let me just confirm what happened.
Hold on, let me finish what I'm saying. It could have been rerouted to Kentucky, to the hotel. We had the address they could have been rerouted to. And all could have been sold, but no one wanted to do anything. No, I guess it's such a large company that they're stuck within their policies, and there's no way to divert from their policies. So that seems like to be the issue of the problem. So
I mean, that's not always necessarily true. So just to confirm what happened. So this was
in this case.
This was a piece of
described to me.
This was a piece of cloth that you sent. Just so I've got the details accurate here. What was the date that you sent it? What was the date that you actually sent it off?
29th, I believe.
On the 29th of April.
It was, well, I don't know what the exact date that the shipper shipped it. We sent the files to the vendor, which sent them to the printer. The printer was in China.
Right. Okay.
It's an international priority shipment. The product by y'all, if you look at the transaction, the tracking statement, the product was actually in Fort Worth on the 2nd, and then shipped back to Indianapolis to go back to your clearance again. Your clearance officer actually said that there's no reason it should have been sent back. There's no reason it should have been held in clearance in the first place. That the description was fine on what it was. That's what he told me. That's David. I
mean, sometimes if there are other suspicious causes, they will send it just to be rechecked. I mean, that is all in our terms and conditions that might happen, What you need to do, if you are going to make, crazy orders from China that you're reliant upon,
hey, hold on a second.
You need to order a little bit earlier to make sure you leave yourself plenty.
Hold the fuck on.
Whoa.
Crazy orders from China?
Right.
Who do you think you are?
Sorry?
Crazy orders from China. Who do you think you are?
Well, I'm a customer service representative, so I'm just advising
Why
you how
would you call the products that's developed by me crazy orders from China?
Well, it was just like a turn of phrase.
Such an insulting thing as such.
But I mean, if it's just a piece of cloth, can't you get that in America?
No, it's a particular product that goes with a trade show booth.
Yeah, but I mean, you could have just used any piece of cloth and cut it to the right size, right?
No, it has to be printed.
Printed. I mean, yeah, this is what I mean. So you're doing all this weird Chinese stuff. I mean, you need to allow a bit more time, that's all.
Still this weird Chinese stuff.
Especially with the
particular product. It's a particular product. It's a particular
Piece of cloth.
It's a backdrop booth
Right.
fabric. It is. It's got a backing. It's a lighted backdrop. It's got a backing that allows you to not see through. It's special. It's a special fabric. It's got edges to it that insert.
It doesn't have to be a
boot.
special fabric so that you can't see through it. I mean, I have loads of fabric in my house that you can't see through.
Don't divert from the fact that you guys fucked up.
Sir, you don't need to use that childish language, first of all. And second of all...
Well, I won't use childish language.
I don't believe we effed up, sir. I don't believe...
use childish language if you would refrain from insulting.
No, I'm not.
Insulting.
I'm not going to bargain with you, okay, you stuttering prick. You listen. I merely advised you that you could have ordered the thing earlier and you would have had it in plenty of time. We didn't F up, as you put it. We merely followed our own security procedures.
There was plenty of time. In fact, you had it in Fort Worth. And your own clearance officer said that there was no reason it should have been held. There was plenty of time.
Well,
it was already
the clearance officer...
going to, and your idiot sent it back.
The clearance officer... Sir, calm down, please. The clearance officer shouldn't be telling you things like that. He's really upset about his little bit of cloth. I'm going to call him again. So,
what do you want now?
Sorry, are you going to calm down and have an adult conversation? Because you're kind of being very childish. Do you have like a manager there?
I'm being childish. You're the one who's being insulting to start with.
Do you have a manager or a supervisor? Do you have a manager or a supervisor? Or is there somebody there that's like an actual...
And you call it a piece of fabric, a silly piece of fabric.
I didn't say it was a silly piece of fabric at all.
You did.
No, I didn't. Now you're putting words in my mouth, so you need to calm yourself down a little bit, I think. Now, do you have a manager or a supervisor I can speak to? Someone higher up than you at the company?
I am the company.
Oh, so it's not a real company, it's just you.
Oh, it's not a real company. Well, you're such a large company, you can't even deliver a simple piece of fabric on time.
Well, we can. It's just that we have security procedures that you're ignorant about.
Boy, you're a piece of work.
Mm-hmm. That's maybe, sir, but everything I'm saying is correct. Okay, so you can get us upset and curse and make all these threats, but nothing's going to change the fact that that's still how every company operates, okay? So maybe you need to do a little bit growing up.
Yeah. Your company's too big. It can't even get a simple piece of fabric to a place on time.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, you can get it on time, but then you have to send it back.
Yeah, for security, because you ordered it from some weird place.
On a weekend. You can't deliver on a weekend.
Yeah, so your business incompetence is not our fault, okay?
My business is not incompetent. My business
you
is
let your client down. You let your client down.
China and back again. You're the one who's the lag in the process.
You disappointed your client. You disappointed your own client due to your bad planning. Okay, this was due to your bad planning.
You're the one who fucked up.
This was your lack of foresight that caused this. No, you are the reason. If you'd ordered it earlier, this wouldn't have happened. Your lack of planning, your lack of planning and lack of foresight is the reason that your client is now disappointed. You probably lost a client due to your stupidity. Okay?
No, we got it there. We flew it there.
I doubt that client is going to want to deal with a prick like you again after this.
Yeah, well, they've already said sorry for having to call you idiots on the weekend.
Yeah, well,
I don't think that's going to be a problem. Man.
Well, I'm sorry that I have to deal with idiots like you as well.
You're having a tantrum, aren't you? Jesus
yeah, absolutely.
Christ.
You can really tell.
You're having a tantrum.
I'm the one swearing and shouting. Yeah, absolutely. I'm having the tantrum.
Well, you called me a prick, didn't you?
Well, you are a whiny little man, Karen prick. Yeah.
Oh, you pommy cunt.
Oh wow, a little bit of casual racism now. Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Where are you from?
None of your fucking business, mate. Don't call back.
Is it somewhere where we used to send our rapists? Hello? I think he said to call back. Fucking Australian prick.
What do you want now?
Listen, dickhead, you're just upset because your grandfather probably got kicked out of this country for being a rapist, okay? But you need to calm down and not speak to me like that now. I think you owe me a little apology.
Say that again. What did you just say to me?
You fucking heard what I said, you little Aussie cunt. Now listen, you say sorry and we'll put this whole sticky mess behind us, okay?
I say sorry for what?
Being a Being a shit.
You called
being
me.
a shit cunt.
You called me.
Being a shit cunt.
Are you going to speak over me all the time?
If I want to.
You said you want to have a conversation or not.
Go ahead then, prick.
You called me. You asked me what the problem was. I explained to you what the problem was, and then you insulted the product. How do you expect me to react to that?
Well, you could be a little bit more grown up.
Speaking to your employees.
Oh, good. That'll be great.
To try to get something done.
Yeah.
And now you call and insult me and call me a prick.
Well, you are a prick.
Am I?
Yeah.
I thought I was a customer. Is that how you treat your customers?
Well, you said you weren't going to use us anymore. So that doesn't make you a customer, does it, stupid?
Is that way it works? Okay. All right.
That's exactly how it works. Yeah, if you stop using us, then you're no longer a customer, aren't you, genius?
Okay.
There you go. All right.
Okay.
Anyway, I better let
you... Have you exhausted your insults?
No. I was just going to say I better let you go. I think I hear a dingo eating your baby.
Oh, that's... Oh, lovely.
All right. Go and lie up the Barbie, you shit cunt. Okay?
Okay. All right. I'll take this recording and we'll just send it on to your superiors. Thanks. Bye.
Take that recording, play it to your wife next time you want to get her wet. Hello? Ah! Fucking making fun of the British. I'll show him.
Hello?
Hi, am I speaking with Colin?
This is he.
Hello, Colin. My name is Hazel, and I'm calling from the survey department and I was wondering if you may have a quick moment to do a brief survey on the service you received from one of our representatives, I believe, on Monday.
On Monday? Okay.
Yeah. It was regarding, I believe, a misplaced or a late delivery on a package. And he followed up, and I just was wondering if you could answer a couple questions about the service you received from him.
Sure. If it's the person I think you're talking about, I don't think it was. Maybe it was Monday.
It was Monday.
Yeah, okay. It was Monday. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So just if you don't mind, on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being the least helpful and 5 being the most helpful, how helpful was the representative that you spoke with?
The least helpful is least helpful. Yeah. Is this the one that called me names and
what?
Expletives and the one that
our representative?
Yeah. Well, the call's around 4. Let me get my. Hold on a second. Let me put you on speaker here so I can look at my phone. There's a case number on it already. If it's the right person.
Did you call back about this person?
I did. Yes, I did.
Oh, that's why. You know what? I do surveys, and someone sent this one through to me like in a different format, and I'm so sorry. I thought it was for a survey, but they want me to follow up on a report that you made. You put in a formal complaint about this gentleman that you speak to?
Yeah, the case number is, and the calls happened at. Let me pull up my thing from yesterday. Sorry, not yesterday, from Monday.
It happened at, I believe, it looks like 6, around this time on Monday, it looks like.
It was around 4 something.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at Eastern time. Yes, correct.
Yeah,
approximately.
Trying to find the actual ones. This should have been... Yeah, it was 4:36 was the first call where he insulted the product. We had a problem with the product being delayed through customs. It got to Fort Worth, and then they sent it back to Indianapolis, and And it was a very stressful week and then weekend, me trying to get this package to the client. And then we got it all, well, didn't get it resolved, sorry, but my client had another person flying out to to Kentucky. So we got it there in time. But then that evening I got a call, and they referenced because I made a comment on Twitter or X, trying to get someone to react, to give me some help with this package. And anyway, this gentleman called. He was an English gentleman, and he was first just asked me what happened. I went going through the process, and then he started belittling the product. It was a fabric panel that's printed. It was a backdrop for a boot, and it specifically has edges that snap into this particular boot setup. And he started saying, "Why didn't you just get it printed in the United States? And if it's a silly little piece of fabric." That set me off first, and I said, "Hold on a minute," and it got heated. I exchanged words with him too, and I cussed a fair bit as well, but he started it. He called my business failure. I can't. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he called several different things. I recorded the last call where he used the C word and called me an Aussie, an Aussie prick is what he called me. He called my grandfather a drunken racist. He just went into all sorts of awful things. And I'll be honest, I said some things back to him. So,
yeah, that's
still,
that's different.
I don't work there. I'm the customer. And
exactly.
And I wouldn't have been there. Look, I spoke to many of your employees this last week, and I was frustrated, but I said to every single one of them, I said, look, I know you're hearing my frustration. I know it's not your fault, and I apologize that you're having to listen to me and my, frustrations with this, but I've got to get this package here. And, and I do that with most calls that I have that are difficult, because you sit online forever just to get on to a person. And your temperature is a little hotter as it is. But for this gentleman to insult the product and insult my company and start on that set me off pretty good. Of course. And then
sounds like you've been very reasonable.
I hung up on him, and then he called back.
Oh my goodness! I see that. I see
there's again, and that meant
it looks like he tried to call again even after that, according to the call log.
Yes, that third call, which was the third call, he started. He said, "Listen, dickhead, I'm sorry you're having to hear these words again," but he went on and on and on and on and on. I recorded that call. I played it for the 2 different FedEx people. It's hard to hear everything he's saying.
Oh no, sir. We have all of our calls are recorded. So I actually had my manager Alex go back
you'll hear me
and listen
as well. But
I'm not. You're not the one. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. I'm not worried about that. So what happened was his supervisor, Alex, went back and pulled the calls based on your complaint, on your formal complaint. And he actually had the gentleman, his name is Ron. I don't know if you recall. He had Ron go in for a full day of retraining and customer sensitivity training. And it's pretty hardcore training. And I just have some notes from Alex, he's actually the VP of all of this. He's quite high up. And so after it's done, they wrote out a plan of action that we all need to follow. So if I can just indulge you to hold for one moment, I am going to have to get Ron. He has to apologize to you. One moment, please.
Okay.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold.
Hello, Ron.
Hello.
Hello, Ron. It's Hazel calling.
Hi.
I have notes from your supervisor, Alex, based on your training today. And I have our client Colin on the line. And I believe that you finished your sensitivity training. And I have him if you have some things you'd like to say to him.
Yes, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak my truth. I now understand that words have meaning behind them, and words can hurt. And sometimes, in a certain setting, it is not appropriate to use certain terms that may cause alarm or distress to another individual. And sir, if I did that to you on Monday, I just want you to know that I am truly sorry for what I've done, and I've taken the time to reflect on my actions, and I certainly will be addressing my behavior going forward.
Well, thank you for that. I would like you to know that, I spent all last week and weekend trying to get this package delivered, which was misrouted, and it was stressful.
You know what? I'm sitting here trying to apologize, and now he's just bitching some more about the package. Like this is even a problem anymore. I thought the package thing was resolved. Like I did what the lady said. Like, to speak my truth, this guy is a stupid Aussie prick. I hate him.
Ron.
I hate him.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Get off this. Oh my God.
I was trying to explain why I was stressed out when he said what he said, and tell him thank you. But, I don't think that
he's got anger issues, I think. Oh my goodness. Ron?
To speak my truth, I understand. I just had another outburst because I to be fair, I got a little bit triggered by his whole Karen thing, and I'm doing the breathing exercise.
Whoa.
Okay.
The K word.
My Karen thing.
No, I don't. Okay, look, now what? You're going to bitch about that as well. You make another complaint. Another fucking day's training around here. Another day's money lost because of this guy.
Breathing exercises. Do your breathing exercises in and out. In and out, and start again.
Okay, to speak my truth, I think it may have happened again there. I realize now that maybe I do have some personal triggers, and that is not the customer's fault or the customer's problem. Those are things that I need to address internally, and for that, I am very, very sorry. Would he like to maybe say something similar to me, or?
I don't know what there is for him to say.
I'm
Go
afraid
ahead,
to say anything to you. Sorry, but
oh, what? No, what do you mean you're afraid to say anything? Oh, no, look at that little backhanded routine. Oh, I'm afraid to say anything to you. This fucking guy, every time I try and reach out the olive branch, this fucking Australian pig. No!
Okay, Ron. Oh, my God. No. It sounds like a big joke. Ron, get off the phone. Get off the phone. Get off. Ron?
Is this a prank?
This is ridiculous. No. I wish it was. Ron?
Okay. I feel like I'm being pranked here.
I feel like I'm being pranked here.
I'm feeling a lot of feelings of
Ron,
anger.
I want you to put the phone down and go into Alex's office
Put
now.
the fucking phone down.
I want you. Oh my God. Colin, just Colin, one moment, please. Linda, can you call security into Ron's office? He's in the third row in the call center. Call security. Yeah, thank you. Hi, sir. Sorry about that. Ron, put down the phone. Are you there? I think he's gone. Okay, sir. I am so sorry. I have no words.
I was just trying to explain to him why it set me off.
I know. I've never dealt with anything like this.
To his words on Monday when he first called, because I'd been through a lot that weekend and that week. I was concerned that, even though, look, we got this package on time early, and emailed my client trying to get them to react even sooner, so we didn't, because when you're dealing with shipping, things can happen. I get that, and
A bunch of fucking bullshit. Shut up.
Realized that my client had could have moved a bit faster on that, but we sent this thing off. It was in Fort Worth on the 2nd.
Sir, you don't need to justify yourself to me. I'm on your side. I agree with you. It should have been sent when it was going to be sent, and you shouldn't have had to deal with any of this. And I've never had to experience.
Hazel, you fucking call security on me. You call security on me, okay?
Oh my God.
Yeah, call security for this.
What the?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh
exactly. Now, you
Sir,
and him, you better apologize. You better
Where's
apologize.
Linda? Where's Linda?
Linda's gone. Linda's gone.
Oh my God. Just put that down.
Tell him to say sorry.
Let's go.
All nice. Do it.
No, he's not on the he's not on the call anymore, I don't think. Sir, are you still there? Yeah, he's gone. Ron, put that down.
Well, call him back. Call him back. I'm not done with him.
Yeah, you are. We need to. Let's just go for a coffee and talk about this.
Let's go for a coffee. You call him back and you make him say sorry, or I'm going to pull this trigger. Okay?
Put that down.
No. I'll do it. I'll do this.
I need to know where Linda is.
Linda's not here anymore. She's no longer with us.
Where's Alex?
Oh.
Linda's on my dick. Don't worry about her.
He's on the other line.
Alex. Okay.
Alex, you get out of here. All right.
Can you wrap it up with the customer and just make him stop triggering the representatives here?
Over there. Now. You see this? Complain. You call him back, that bastard. That stupid Aussie prick.
Shooting range is in a basement, not in the office spaces.
You were about 1 centimeter away from my foot.
I don't care.
And I'm running a marathon on the weekend.
Well, tough shit. You should have thought of that. Before you let that Aussie prick mouth off at me. Are you going to call him back or what?
Marathon with the fucking missing kneecap.
He's still on the line according to my system. He's just fucking listening, this weirdo.
Are you there, sir? Sir?
Fuck him off.
Call in.
Where's Linda? She's on my deck.
Like that didn't.